personal foul at this stage in the fourth. Hard to believe.
Really hard to believe, and now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it?
Yep. So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. And he will have a Niners first down, and that ought to be the one that seals the victory. Now a timeout called for by the defense, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. A big one coming for kicker Eddie Pinheiro. This to put him a touchdown and a 2-point conversion up. This is up and good from Pinheiro. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So as it turns out, a 2-play drive resulting in the field goal. Now, from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
After the field goal, on to kick it away is Pinheiro. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. So Geno and the Seahawks down by 8, 30 seconds to go. And they've got to travel the full 75 yards, and time is obviously a huge factor here. 1st and 10. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. Well, this game has not been short on intrigue, but that's the backbreaker right there, and it's going to put any hope of victory to bed.
Yeah, they knew they needed the touchdown, and when you have that little time remaining, they know they've got no choice except to go for broke, and that they did. But the interception, that means defeat.
Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. And they'll indeed take a knee. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for the Niners, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year. And they'll get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, their luck may have run out as they fall to 4-7 now in the year. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Seattle.
today. From Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, it's Week 13 of the NFL on EA Sports. Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia Eagles taking on Brock Purdy and the San Francisco 49ers.
We're just a stone's throw from the Delaware River, and we've got some water to contend with ourselves. A steady rain falling at Lincoln Financial Field. Straight ahead is a rematch of last year's NFC Championship game, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the defending NFC champs, the Philadelphia Eagles. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. So here come the Eagles, the defending NFC champs, led out by a man who was the runner-up to Patrick Mahomes at MVP balloting a season ago. Of course, that's Jalen Hurts.
He threw for nearly 350 yards. His team won. And one word just kept coming to mind as I watched him during the game: surgical. Absolutely surgical. That's why he won NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Yeah, very precise. The throws maybe as accurate as he's been in some time.
Yeah, I think he feels pretty locked in here, and I think he feels like he can get it done again in this one, too.
Well, here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First carry for Kenneth Gainwell. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. The numbers on the ground for Gainwell last week: 16 carries, 66 yards.
It's a very nice winning streak that they're on, and they've really seen this offense come into its own as a unit. And one of the keys is that the ground game has been established, and it's keeping the defense honest near the line of scrimmage. Sometimes that leads to huge games for him. Other times, he plays a complementary role to someone else. But however it's getting done, they're winning week after week.
You look at this Niner defense. They find themselves just a couple of spots outside of the top 10 defending the pass, number 12 in the league.
And when you're getting ready to face the number 1 overall offense in the NFL, it does not matter where you rank defensively because you got your hands full. You don't know what you're going to face, but you know that that's a strong unit that you're getting ready for.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Gainwell. And he'll get it inside the 35. Now, this defense for the Niners, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. Throwing is Hurts. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
And that is no good. Oh, he missed it just wide of the upright, and this will remain a scoreless game. San Francisco's offense returns to the field.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
Purdy now to throw. Connects with Kittle underneath. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. In last week's game for Kittle, there are the numbers. 5 catches, 85 yards.
And that was a nice job there pulling that one in. Now, this is an offense that will certainly spread the ball around a bit, and this is a guy that defenses had better focus on.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Here's Purdy. Eluding the pressure right. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 26. Purdy looking to throw. Connects with Kittle underneath. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And the Niners are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. Purdy now to throw off the play action. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. We're scoreless after 1. The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. As they come up now, 2nd and goal. Purdy off the play fake. Escaping the pressure right. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. His 8th rushing touchdown and 9th overall on the year. And the Niners post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter.
That's a really good decision right there outside of the pocket. You've got to know the right time to shift from passer to runner. He was looking and looking, nothing there. You can almost feel the brainwaves firing as he calculates, I think I can win a race to the pylon. And he turns out to be right. Touchdown.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. They'll try it again now after the 5-yard walk-off. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their 2nd drive. They currently sit one game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. Yeah, Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get into the playoffs?
Well, you did mention they've been up and down all year, so to me, depends on what week you catch them. When they're at their best, I think they're definitely playoff worthy. But to me, they haven't been able to bring the intensity week in and week out, and that could be their Achilles heel.
Hurts throw taken in there by Crowder.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Second down. Here's Hurts. Got a man. It's Brown. And A.J. going to pick up an Eagles first down as the tackle going to be made up at the 37. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
Purdy bootlegging it. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Hassan Reddick, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. They go play action here. Purdy. And that'll be incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Another run with McCaffrey on second down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. Play action. Now Purdy. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Niners first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard. 49ers at 8-3 now. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And let's remember that last week that this offense, they played about as well as they possibly could play. Touchdown after touchdown. They were absolutely unstoppable in that game. They'll be hard-pressed to do it again, repeat that type of performance. But, boy, were they sensational just a week ago.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Purdy to throw it on first down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Purdy will set up to throw it here. Flushed out right. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. Oh, how about this on first and goal? Oh, good move. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Kendrick Bourne, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the 49ers are able to extend their lead. Well, we've talked about it before. You know, this jet sweep, something a lot of teams like to run nowadays, and this one winds up in the end zone.
And it is all about creating different ways to get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. And wasn't it interesting that prior to this game, the head coach told him, I saw this sitting in my chair watching a Tuesday night college game and decided to implement it myself.
And now this is right in Kyle Shanahan's wheelhouse. He'll go for 2 here. Purdy will throw for it. That's caught at the 1. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. That right there makes up for that missed extra point they had after the first score.
Yeah, they went ahead and got back to level by going for 2 and having the normal amount of points, so that works out pretty well for them. And if you're the kicker, don't worry about it too much. Now they've got back to where they want to be, he'll try it out there for the next one.
Sets the kickoff.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Eagles set and ready for their next offensive drive. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. The Eagles hustling to the line, clock rolling. 2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts. On the move past the 40. Still going inside the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Devontae Smith, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. And a lot of football, full half to be played. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And just inside of a minute left, Charles, they got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room. Purdy's throw pulled in by Kittle. And he'll be knocked to the turf right there, but they're across the 50 at the 48 now. And the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. 20! That one on the money to Bourne downfield. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Now Purdy. Flush to his right. It fights him off to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the 3rd quarter and continue this midseason contest. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. On the return, here's Hall. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The 49er offense set to go to begin quarter number 3. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Back to throw, Purdy. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. On 1st down, it's Purdy. This one to Bourne, and he's got it. Touchdown. Kendrick Bourne. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Niners have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field, and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And he atones for his miss the first time around, as this one is up and good to extend their lead. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it was Kendrick Bourne who was able to cap things off with a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. He's got Smith here. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. Option handoff for Gainwell. And this is going to be an Eagles 1st down as good running gets him to about the 44.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
And they'll go right back to Gainwell here on 1st down. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down. Here's Hurts to throw. Fires the quick slant. A.J. Brown's got it. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 38-yard line. Hurts connecting there with Brown for the Eagles first.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 38. Hurts. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
On second down, Gainwell looking for space. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
They're going for it with the option right. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. On first down, Purdy. Out right to Bourne. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. Touchdown, 49ers. Marquise Goodwin, 60 yards. And the 49ers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.